Welcome to the Crimson Tide Connection, your home for Crimson Tide sports. Joining me today is the head coach of the Alabama women's golf team, Mick Potter. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Coach, how's your summer been? I know you had a pretty good little break.
It's been kind of hectic. I mean, I really am looking forward to the season starting so that we can get a little rest and a little time at home. I think I was at home 8 days this summer. So.
Not very much.
Not very much.
Well, Coach, you're entering your 10th season here in Tuscaloosa. Can you talk about your time here and the growth of the program heading into this 2014-15 season?
Well, it seems like it was just yesterday I got here, so it's gone quickly. The success of the football program has really aided us in being able to make the kind of progress I had hoped to make when I first arrived here at Alabama. And, you know, we won a national championship in 2012, so I have to consider us have kind of accomplished our goals.
Right.
But, you know, there's more to do. We have the talent to do it, and it's time to get busy again.
Well, Coach, you have a nice mix of returning veterans and talented incoming freshmen. What are you looking for early in the season?
Well, you know, Emma Talley had a fantastic summer, low amateur in the U.S. Not in the U.S. Open. She played in the U.S. Open, made the cut, low amateur in the British Open. Janie Jackson also played in both the U.S. Open, USAM, and British Am. So we have some experience there. We're going to be dependent on our freshmen, though. It's a great freshman class, recruiting class, but, you know, they're only as good as they perform when they get here.
Well, Coach, speaking of Emma Talley, the junior had a very strong summer that included playing in the Curtis Cup to defend her U.S. amateur title, also making the cut at the U.S. Open and British Open, and she was on top of just competing in the world at the U.S. Amateur Team Championship for the United States. Can you put in perspective how successful her summer was and what she means to this team?
Well, and she's clearly one of the top female amateur golfers in the world. Low amateur in the British Open is just hard to express how difficult that is given the conditions and how different it is to play over there, and having the second lowest round on the final round in very difficult conditions proves that she has the ability and the skills to compete with anybody in college golf. Two Curtis Cups in a row, our players have clinched the winning point, Emma this year and Stephanie Meadow in 2012. So I think it's something to be proud of that they're performing like that on an international stage.
Well, Coach, you're talking about two players that have been here for the Crimson Tide, but you have some highly sought-after freshmen coming in. You said ranked number 1 and number 3 in the nation in Nicole Morales and LaCaribbe Abe. How are they progressing, and what should Alabama fans expect to see from them this year?
Well, I really like the fact that we don't start until next week. So we've had sort of a training camp atmosphere since the beginning of school until now. So I think getting acclimated to being away from home, being on your own, knowing where your classroom buildings are and things like that, if you're going right into a tournament, it makes that all that much more difficult. So they're pretty well acclimated. They're starting to kind of get their feet on the ground, and we expect a lot of them. I mean, they're really instrumental to what we potentially could do this year.
Well, Coach, you won the national championship, as you said, at the Vanderbilt Legends Club in 2012. Your team opens the season back there at the Vanderbilt Legends Club at the Mason Rudolph Championship on September 19th. I know it won't be the same course, but you're kind of familiar with that area. What does your team need to do to be successful in this?
Well, they have 2 golf courses there at the Legends Club, and we won on the other one. Our return trip last year wasn't very successful, so I'm hoping the change of venue will help us a little bit. You know, I don't know. We're kind of feeling our way around so far, but you know, it's not about the competition. It's not about the golf course. It's about hitting your golf ball from the first tee to point A and then getting it to point B on the green. And you know, if we can really keep our mindset focused on what we need to do in terms of getting our ball in the hole faster than anybody else, I think we'll be fine. If you get caught up in all the clutter, like, you know, we won there, everybody expects us to play well, you know, where we're ranked, what that means. If we can forget about all that and just do our job, I think we'll have a very good year.
Well, Coach, I know you've been preparing very hard in the off season, and I know you can't wait to finally get things going there on September the 19th.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go play another golf course, first of all. Second of all, get the freshmen acclimated to a road trip. All those things are new and exciting, and we're ready to get started.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us, and good luck there on September the 19th at the Vanderbilt Legends Club.
Thanks, Christopher. Thanks for having me in.
Yes, sir. For head coach Mick Potter, I'm Christopher England, and that's it for this edition of the Crimson Tide Connection.